I think we have to be very clear about Pakistan. It's a country that is extraordinarily important to the United States as national security. It is also a country that faces many complicated issues. The tribal areas that we just discussed in the West, they are an emerging nuclear power, which is of concern to many other countries. They have a long-standing and very troubled relationship with their giant neighbor to the east, which they were separated from at birth in August of 1947. Over 60% of the population earns less than $2 a day, the UN poverty line. Karachi, 18 million people, world's largest Muslim city, 4 hours of electricity a day. The political situation is very perilous. Half of its history has been controlled by the military. You might say, listening to that, well, why bother? But I tell you, if you have in the western part of the country, people are trying to attack us, and every New Yorker knows firsthand what that means. And if you have in the center of the country nuclear weapons, which you would never want to fall into the wrong hands, I believe, and I will take the position, that we have a national interest to help Pakistan through its troubles. This is not Vietnam. It is not an overextension of our efforts. It seems to me it's a strategic necessity.
I don't think most people would argue the strategic importance of Pakistan. I think not even criticism, just the painful fact is that we have the leverage that we have, that any outside power has, to make a country like Pakistan an effectively governed, a functioning democracy, even us, is relatively weak, no?
Yeah, the Americans cannot go into a country and run it. This whole argument that you heard between Republicans and Democrats in the last decade over nation building was beside the point. Afghanistan is a nation. We're not nation building. We're helping I think you could say we're nation rebuilding, because they were wrecked after 30 years. Pakistan is a particularly complicated case because of its history, but it was formed as a state, a Muslim state, but a secular state at the same time, and now there is a group of people who want to Islamicize it. We can't dictate to the Pakistanis how to do things, but we should recognize that Asif Ali Zardari, the president of Pakistan and the widower of Benazir Bhutto, is the democratically elected president of the country, and he deserves our support.